Hello, awesome adventurers! Are you ready to set off on a brand new journey full of fun, surprises, and amazing animal facts? Today, we're going to explore a world that comes alive when the sun goes down. So gather around, because this adventure is going to be extra special. Welcome to the Animal Adventure Club. This is the coolest club where we learn about all sorts of fascinating creatures, big and small. Here, every day is a new adventure. And tonight, we're going to discover some of the most mysterious animals of all. Are you ready for a super exciting nighttime mission? Grab your flashlights, put on your pajamas, and get comfy, because we're about to explore the secrets of the night together. There's so much to see and learn when the stars are out. Today, we're learning all about bats. These incredible creatures are often misunderstood, but they're actually really cool and important for our planet. Get ready to meet some friendly bats and find out what makes them so special. Bats are those amazing creatures that fly around when the sun goes down. But did you know there are over 1,400 different kinds of bats in the world? Some are tiny, while others have wings as wide as your arms. And guess what? Bats aren't really blind at all. In fact, they have some pretty awesome ways to see in the dark. Do they get stuck in your hair? That's just a silly myth. Bats are super skilled flyers and can zoom and swoop through the air without bumping into anything, even you. They use something called echolocation, which is like having a built-in radar. We're about to become bat experts and discover why bats are the superheroes of the night sky. They help plants grow, eat pesky bugs, and keep our world in balance. Without bats, our nights would be a lot less magical. So, adventure hats on and learning goggles ready? Make sure you're prepared, because we're going to need our best explorer skills to spot all the cool things about bats. Are you excited? I know I am. Let's zoom into the world of bats. We'll peek inside dark caves, fly through the night sky, and discover where bats sleep, eat, and play. There's a whole hidden world waiting for us to explore. Okay, let's get started on our bat-tastic journey. Grab your adventure spirit and let's flap our wings into the night. The world of bats is waiting for us. Let's go see what makes these creatures so amazing. Our first mission, are bats really blind? It's a question that's puzzled people for ages. And you might have even heard someone say, blind as a bat, when talking about someone who can't see well. But is that just a funny saying? Or is there some truth to it? Let's find out together. People say blind as a bat, but is it true? The truth is, bats aren't blind at all. In fact, most bats have eyes that work just fine. Some bats can even see better than humans in certain situations. Actually, most bats can see just fine, about as well as we can during the day. Their eyes are specially adapted to help them see in low light, which is perfect for their nighttime adventures. So next time you hear someone say bats can't see, you'll know the real story. But at night, bats have an extra trick up their wings, a superpower called echolocation. This amazing ability helps them see in total darkness, where even the best eyes wouldn't be much help. They send out high-pitched squeaks way too high for us to hear. When these sounds bounce off objects like trees, walls, or even tiny insects, the echoes return to the bats' super-sensitive ears. Their brains use these echoes to create a detailed map of their surroundings, almost like having a built-in radar system. This lets them zip through the dark, dodging obstacles and catching dinner, all by listening. Imagine flying through your house at night with your eyes closed, but never bumping into anything. That's what bats do every night. Bats see with sound. How cool is that? So, the next time you spot a bat fluttering by, remember, they're not blind at all. They're just using their amazing super hearing to explore the world in a way we can only imagine. Do all bats drink blood like little vampires? Nope. Out of thousands of bat species, only 3 are vampire bats, and they almost never bother people. Most bats are insectivores. They love eating bugs, especially mosquitoes. Some bats are frugivores, which means they eat fruit and help plant new trees by spreading seeds. So, bats eat bugs or fruit. Not so scary after all. They're more like flying gardeners and pest controllers. Have you heard the myth that bats get tangled in your hair? Let's bust it! Bats use echolocation to expertly navigate, even in total darkness. They can tell the difference between a tiny mosquito and a big tree. Your head just looks like a lumpy bush to them. Bats are way too skilled to fly into people by accident. They're shy and would rather avoid us. So, don't worry, bats won't get stuck in your hair. Have you ever heard someone call a bat a flying mouse? It's a pretty common nickname, and it might make sense at first glance. After all, bats are small, furry, and have pointy ears, just like mice. But is that really true? Are bats just mice with wings? Actually, bats are not rodents at all. Even though they might look a little bit like mice, they belong to a completely different group of animals. Bats are not just mice that learned how to fly. Bats are part of their own special order called Chiroptera, which is a fancy word that means hand wing. That's because a bat's wing is actually made from skin stretched over its super long fingers, almost like a hand with a built-in parachute. Sure, bats and mice both have fur and tiny noses, and they're both active at night, but that's where the similarities end. If you look closer, you'll see that bats are really quite different. In fact, bats are as different from mice as cats are from dogs. They don't eat the same foods, live in the same places, or even move the same way. Bats fly while mice scurry on the ground. Bats are truly unique mammals. They're the only mammals that can fly for real. And many bats use echolocation, like a built-in sonar, to find their way in the dark and catch insects in midair. So the next time you hear someone call a bat a flying mouse, you'll know the truth. It's a fun nickname, but it's not really accurate. You can share the real science and explain that bats are in a league of their own, with amazing abilities that make them stand out from all other animals. Bats aren't just flying mice. They're much more special, fascinating, and important than that. Are bats scary? Let's think about what we've learned. They use echolocation, eat bugs and fruit, and avoid people. Bats are actually gentle, shy, and super helpful. They eat thousands of mosquitoes, help grow new trees, and even pollinate flowers for foods like chocolate. Bats are the superheroes of the night, not monsters. Instead of being scared, we should be amazed by them. Hooray for bats! Did you know bats are the only mammals that can truly fly? Other mammals might glide, but only bats can flap their wings and soar through the sky. Their wings give them the freedom to chase insects and explore from above. Out of all mammals, bats are the true masters of flight. That makes them extra special. Sorry, flying squirrels. Bats win the flying trophy. Bats are incredible insect eaters. A single little brown bat can eat over 1,000 mosquitoes in just 1 hour. Imagine a whole colony, millions of mosquitoes gone every night. Bats are nature's pest control, keeping us comfortable and healthy. Next time you're outside, thank a bat for fewer itchy bites. Fruit-eating bats are like flying gardeners. When they eat fruit, they spread seeds by pooping them out in new places, helping forests grow. Some bats drink nectar and pollinate flowers, helping plants make seeds and fruit. Bats pollinate over 500 types of plants, including bananas, mangoes, avocados, and even cacao for chocolate. Without bats, we'd miss out on some of our favorite treats. Thank you, gardener bats. Bat moms, called dams, usually have one baby, called a pup, each year. Pups cling to their moms for safety even while flying. When moms go hunting, pups stay together in a nursery. Each mom can find her own pup by its unique scent and call, even in a crowd of thousands. Bat moms are true super moms. How long do bats live? Unlike most small mammals, bats can live over 30 years. Their ability to fly helps them escape danger, and some can hibernate to save energy. That means a bat could be flying around for decades, helping the planet year after year. Their long lives make them even more special. Bats are in it for the long haul. There are over 1,400 different species of bats all around the world. Some are as tiny as your fingertip, like the bumblebee bat, and others have wingspans as wide as a grown-up is tall. Bats come in all shapes and sizes, eating everything from insects to fruit to nectar. There's a bat for almost every job in nature. The bat family is huge and fascinating. Why do bats sleep upside down? It's the safest and fastest way for them to rest and take off quickly. Their legs aren't strong for running, so hanging lets them drop and fly away instantly. Special tendons in their feet lock them in place without using any muscles. It's effortless for bats to hang out and sleep. Upside down is just right for bats. A bat's wing is actually a hand. Their scientific name, Chiroptera, means hand wing. Their wings have long finger bones with thin skin stretched between them. This design lets bats twist and turn in the air with amazing agility. They can snatch insects right out of the sky. Bats even have a thumb claw to help them climb when they're not flying. High five, wing five. Some bats are super speedy. The Brazilian free-tailed bat can fly up to 100 miles per hour, faster than a cheetah. Their long, narrow wings are built for speed and long-distance travel. Bats can fly far from their caves to find food and return the same night. They're not just agile, they're some of the fastest animals on Earth. Bats are true rockets of the animal kingdom. Bats are superheroes, but they need our help. Many bats are losing their homes and facing sickness like white nose syndrome. We can help by learning about bats, sharing facts, and never disturbing their roosts. Building a bat house in your yard gives bats a safe place to sleep. By protecting bats, we help keep our planet healthy. Let's be heroes for bats. Together, we can make sure bats are around for a long, long time. What an adventure! We learned bats are helpful, not scary, and are true superheroes of the night. My favorite fact? A tiny bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour. The most important thing? Bats are our friends, and we need to protect them. If you want more animal adventures, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for joining the Animal Adventure Club. See you next time, superheroes!